maybe, if you guys want to stick around. They're both scorpions, like I said. I do find it quite weird that the scorpion, who didn't have access to any roll card, won over the other scorpions. Of course, I'm quite certain of Kcoorey's skill in piloting a deck, but it's still not having access to backhanded or something like Mark of Shame. It's really weird. Now Suka's actually playing Keeper of Water, so is he playing Dishonor then? I forget what role the... I forget what role Dishonor Crab plays, but I think it's Keeper of Water. Which would be the biggest explanation to me why Suka won the previous matchup. On top of Scorpion's non-access to a lot of cards. It's a bit of a nondescript flop, but generally this looks like a... With the Exiled Guardian, it sort of looks like a Dishonor Crab kind of deal. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this matchup will be, but these days I haven't really seen an L5R game that breaks the timer, especially not on Shikoku. Suka buying out. Okay. Kcoorey definitely having card draw available. Okay, and we'll see Way of the Crab cancelled by Poetry. Kcoorey draws 6. And we're off to the races. So initially, the political attack of the Liar will be winning. So in this instance, you might see just political Earth. Yeah. I don't think Kcoorey will be behind on card draw after this. Oh, but we have a great defensive resource here. Not currently a Shadowed Village activator. Nor a KB activator, so... Definitely my experience these days from playing Crane is provinces like Kcoorey's Greeting, especially with the new pack with a couple of extra bows in some clans which have been introduced. It's really hard to play Crane currently because of that. Even if you take it into account and you start playing Kakita's Final Stance again, you might just get bowed first action, which is really hard to proactively take into account. But okay, Kcoorey plays Messenger of Misery, winning the conflict. Common Cause is discarded, that's a good hit. We'll probably see Vanguard Warrior coming swinging. But we'll get bowed, and Suka chose to go with the Exiled Guardian instead. There's no fate for Tessin, and we saw common cards being discarded, so I assume this is going to be a tie. But yeah, tie, Assassination gets played, we use Shadowed Village just to draw one card off of the Manipulator. So if if Kcoorey wants, they can definitely put on some honor pressure. But we'll more than likely see... It's interesting, we might see either Void or Air to offset honor loss, or Void to get rid of the liar stats. But before that, we'll Messenger of Misery with the Tessin, which is interesting because if Crab just decides to defend, they win, which is a bit of a waste of a Tessin. But I assume we are going to be accompanied by something. Okay, it's a Way of the Scorpion. Sure. But yeah, forgetting that the Exiled Guardian is is a pretty good counter to that. Okay, Assassination on the Vanguard Warrior. We might see we see Defend Your Honor. I was more thinking along the lines of the one cost event, I forget its name. But Forgery will cancel the Defend Your Honor. Okay, whew. Cancel heavy start from Scorpion. Resolving Air, claiming the favor. Gaining a fate back from the Messenger of Misery. And Funeral Pyre will draw a card. As Crab can't save the student. So not a bad start for Scorpion. The only question is, what is the victory condition here? Because we're being awfully slow for Conquest, and will we be able to dishonor Crab? Yet to see. Not a amazing flip here for Crab. Vanguard Warrior Guardian will have some power and some longevity in terms of honor gain, but very low in terms of power still. Do find another Exiled Guardian with With Kyun here. Iron Mine and Fire and Oil in the bin. And yes, Ceaseless Duty was the name of the event. Yeah. Kcoorey on the other hand decides to 3-fade the Junzo. Well, he can always get that fade back. Or some of that fade back. So yeah, Midnight Revels became a free attack. Will we see Junzo defend? I would assume so. And then I would attack Political Fire potentially. For the Fate, and then dishonoring something. If Crab wants to commit the Guardian. Hello Fire also gets cancelled by the Guardian. Should I want to sacrifice it? But it seems like Kcoorey is following my train of thought. Although I would just dishonor the Guardian then, because I don't think you can sacrifice the Guardian to rid itself of its own token, as the token would already be gone. So Courteous Greeting will be activated. And Tessin to counter. Something Kcoorey can always do is dishonor their own Liar as a defensive measure. Or the Junzo. Okay, decides to dishonor the Junzo for tempo. But yeah, then the Guardian just discards for the Junzo token. That's why I would have just put it on the Guardian. Although it does leave with potentially no plays. Engineer comes down and probably fetches the Iron Mine. Junzo returns one fate from himself. Shadow Village reacts, now only drawing one card. But as far as it stands, it seems like Crab will get an uncontested ring, deciding on Earth of Void. I would potentially go Void just because Junzo can't trigger Shadowed Village next turn. The only downside of that would be that no, you can't go Void because you can't let Junzo already activated his ability. No, wait, but Junzo can't. No, I would go Void. I would go Void. Because Junzo already activated his ability, so he can't return more Fate. So if you go Void, he's one Fate before the Fate phase. You can safely Vanguard your Guardian. And Junzo won't be able to remove the Fate off of it before the Fate phase starts. The Pious Guardian will be in play, and then you can use Iron Mine and leave it in the row, or you can use it on the Apprentice Engineer, I guess. But decides to go Earth instead. Discards a Censure. That's, of course, card advantage is always handy if you need to go one bid if you feel like that's an issue. And I would be hesitant to say that Scorpion is going to one bid, because they probably need their cards to win this matchup. So, but I mean, being at 5 honor, you can hardly take the risk. Yeah, but for this reason I would have gone Void, because Jinzo would be at 1, both characters would go down to 0 in the Fate phase eventually. So, yeah. Because if Kcoorey wants to, Jinzo can trigger himself this turn now. He can potentially draw 2 cards with Shadow Village, or at minimum 1 card, and he will be active anyway, regardless. And if he doesn't want to activate Jinzo, he will have him he will have a 5/4 for another turn. So with these sorts of flip, Cute and Hida definitely showing why it is required for this deck. And Suka will buy Etsuji with 2 Fate. Definitely potentially removed by Jinzo. Kcoorey deciding not to buy into Kudaka or Kachiko. I don't know what potential control cards they have. Like big ones. So I don't know if they're playing Fate worse than that, or if they're playing maybe a Stoke Insurrection. I would have definitely. I mean, attacking into Coach's Greeting if you don't have the Dishonor mechanics is kind of annoying, but now now Suka just gets to draw 2 cards thanks to Etsuji. Okay, we see Wave the Scorpion. Yeah, for sure. And 2 Fertile Fields rolls. Ooh, nice. So she Diviner to stack the Iron Mines into a potential break. We do like that. We might see another Defender Honor here. The chances Crab has one is think a bit less than 50-50, but yeah, there it is. So calling favors will be cancelled. I would still already move the iron mine in this case. Oh, stolen secrets. Drawing 2 cards of a village. And potentially getting a good card of the crab. How long can you play them? Looks like you can play them indefinitely. And he found a fan. Okay, funeral pyre. Smells of desperation. Wait, Kcoorey, you're forgetting the diviner. You want to move the iron mine. Please, you bought this character for a reason, Kcoorey. I mean, also to break, but no. We always find a misplay to record here on my stream. Today it was Soshi Diviner not activating. Suka definitely worked himself into a corner though, because like not being able to keep the Guardian around is a pretty big setback. Oh, but okay, it seems like Suka is just playing whatever the water roll defense card is. It's been so long since I saw it. With a tactical ingenuity splash. Fight on, right? I mean, he could definitely be holding it for Shadow Village. The thing is, he's low on... You need an activator for Shadow Village, and with Junzo going to 0 Fate this turn, with Junzo going to 0 Fate this turn and potentially not having a card to activate it, saving the Shadow Village is potentially doing nothing. With the fact that you might activate Junzo this turn, I would have been more in favor of killing the Iron Mine. That's my take. Whew, Kcoorey losing, and so losing one from the loyal challenger, and then airing. Going into Corte's greeting, that is okay, even the odds. Honors SCG. The challenger duel wouldn't have done anything. The challenger was for political against SCG's 0 because it was dishonored. So unless Suka decides to bid 5 into 1, for no reason, I don't think the challenger would ever be blanked. So regardless of the conflict, it's a political duel. So, I mean, against a 0 political skill character. Okay, we see Sadako played for the favor. In terms of events, there's really not anything of use for Kachiko. So we see Liabot, we find a Kisada to dupe on the crab side. That'll probably be it. Maybe the student comes in. But yeah, we'll see 1 bit here. Or potentially a 2 bit if Kcoorey wants to ride the very thin line. But yeah, I don't quite understand why we didn't Soshi Diviner to get rid of both Iron Mines and then use Junzo to return a Fate and then get rid of Etsuji. There was only 1 Fate on the crab side. So there was no engineer. So Junzo is used now. I assume we're just going to see a defense with Junto. And this is what I was talking about. Kcoorey now has 4 cards. I hope he has a Shadowed Village activator, because else saving that Shadow Village did nothing. And he has a Shadow Village activator on board with Junto, I guess. Still needs to get something Dishonored first. But at least I think Kcoorey can be certain that nothing's going to get broken right now. He's just going to defend. Watering is going to bow the Diviner, but that's about it. The only thing Crab can really commit into this conflict is Banzai, which is going to be cancelled. Political attack with the Liar seems most, successful. Feeling like air probably is needed at this point. Although the Guardian with either Student or Etsuji will do enough work. Finds Weight of Duty, which isn't inherently super useful right now. I think it's actually helping Scorpion if they would activate it on the Liar. You could be cheeky and Weight of Duty the Diviner, which would leave a 0 military character, which would lose Scorpion another honor. But you'd have to Guardian the Student and then sacrifice the Guardian. So Suka decides to not activate it. Would I have chanced it on the Diviner? Potentially, but stopping the airing already is pretty good. Although the question is a bit, is Etsuji going to win fire? Junzo at Midnight Revels has not been doing Scorpion many favors. So, what are the 4 cards in Kcoorey's hand? Another Diviner, okay. Kcoorey showing off a pretty underrated Scorpion character here. Happy to see it. Finds court games. Good find. Suka showing a not so underrated Lion card off in Crab currently. Pre-playing the Watch Commander to potentially stop any counterplay to the card games is interesting on a Zero Fate character. The problem with dishonoring something here is that even if you dishonor the Soshi Diviner, there's still the +1 buff from KB and the favor, which would put Scorpion at 2. So, while I think it's necessary to further a victory condition, you are giving Scorpion a Void Ring, which is also pretty bad. I think actually Void would have been a... You could... You... You could dishonor the liar, because indeed that doesn't do anything, but that does give Kcoorey a... I think he means common cause, but But putting it on a liar allows for Junzo to return the fate of the liar and to draw 2 cards with Shadowed Village. It doesn't give an attack, so... But it does give 2 cards to Scorpion, so... The reason why Suka wanted to come and cause in conflict is because he probably has the third Defend Your Honor in hand, so he wanted to prevent censure. That's a bit of information he gave away right now. The only thing is, with the cards played right now, I would have not put Kcoorey on censure. Oh, and he has Ceaseless Duty for Etsuji. Okay, that probably is game. Suka, he had 3 fate left, and there were a bunch of events he could have cancelled. I'm fairly sure he wasn't on a cancel. The crab card advantage privilege showing right here. But yes, as said, well, there was a court games right now, so at least Scorpion can fetch a court games with Kachiko on political should they want to, and like bring in the liar maybe or something. Look, let me tell you, the really big brain play is... Oh no, wait, you can only play events, you can't play characters. No. I was going to say the real big brain play is just play a crab splash, so when you play Kachiko with a crab character you can wave the crab, but... Problem is, if Etsuji comes in, there is no card to play. Either way, but if Crab doesn't have a card to play, it's currently winning for Scorpion. But like another court game seems plausible. Or there has to be a calling in favors in Scorpion hand. Seize the duty as found. I mean, yeah, we know he can't play it because we know that Suka has the third Defend Your Honor in hand. That's the information he gave away with saying he wanted to play Common Cause in the conflict. But you are right. It's risky baseline because of that. But we know he has it, so he can't even play anything. So Suka has him locked. So I think in a bit we'll have our champion. But the weight of duty activation is countered a bit by KB. Potentially an oversight by Suka, because now a card games wouldn't get him winning. Oh, yeah, he has Disciple, so... oh, right. And at the second ward, yeah. But yeah, then comes the Disciple, but this airing is only going to offset the honor loss currently. This conflict isn't doing anything other than trying to stop... Oh, there's a TSK. Yeah. That's GG. Yep. I think Kcoorey can can call GG. Don't think there's anything left to win. Even if you win fire, that's not enough. And you need to... Whoops. Didn't mean to. If I remember, because I just saw a name. Yeah, man, I haven't heard Tessiger named like him forever. Emma coming with the like offbeat Magic the Gathering references. Alright. Yeah, Scorpion missing a splash and no backhand compliments really makes it a little bit easier on Crab. But and like I said, I think he made a mistake trying to save the. Well, okay, we all learn things with cards we haven't used in a while, or in ever, I guess. Did Suka? I think I mentioned some. No, but the Exiled Guardian play was eventually ended up working out. But no, I. All right, we have a winner. Suka isn't feeling very well, so he's calling it quits. And our Landfall champion is Crab. Once again, we failed to stop the Crab. It is impossible. No, Even when we nerf anyone by trying to make them play support roles, but I guess in this case, Suka played an off-meta Lion Splash. Alright everyone, thank you all for tuning in. Look forward to more Alpha FR this year. Hope you all had a good celebration last year. And you'll see me in the future. Have a good evening everyone.